And NRG is a networking organization I started 23 and a half years ago. We have weekly meetings. We've gone international and national on Zoom since the pandemic. We have the Energy Experience once a week on Wednesday, quarterly extravaganzas, speaker series, masterminds, and a lot more. Tonight, we have a special 7 p.m. Eastern session of the speaker series. We already had a speaker, but I was really wowed by Amberly Shreve. She came to the NRG Experience probably about 10 weeks ago. She's got an infectious smile, great personality, massive networker, and she's been looking for a networking group, and it was just networking nirvana. I think when we met Amberly, it was just great. You were bringing people to me within a week, and I've been doing this 23 and a half years, and I mean, I know you're very special. So tonight we are going to be doing a event. I'm going to kind of introduce who we're going to hear from. I'm not going to go into too much length, but we've got, of course, Amberly, who is a member of NRG, Jordan, who we met not long ago, and we think we met in another life somewhere. And Jordan's one of the top producers in Send Out Cards. I love just the way the inflection in his voice, his energy, his charisma, his personality. Sean is also here. And Sean, I've heard a lot of great things about you from Amberly. I don't know how much you paid her, but it's all really good. I know Tom Cavanaugh, Tom and I are like two brothers from another mother. He's going to do a testimonial a little bit later for Amberly. I know we have a couple other folks. Michelle Morrow, I think, is going to be doing a testimonial. I'm going to do one as well, kind of from a different angle. But I think we are going to go to Jordan. And, the thing with Send Out Cards for me, I've known about it for years. We've had past members, but no one like Amberly. I mean, she's got the charisma, the servitude attitude that I love, law of attraction. And there's so many areas that you want to be able to differentiate yourself from your clients. So without further, we're going to go about 45, 50 minutes. We'll answer questions at the end. The other co-hosts, if you guys can let everybody in, but without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Jordan. He's going to give you a little overview and whatever he wants to talk about to educate you guys and inspire you and give you his story. So without further ado, Jordan Adler.
Thanks so much, Mike. I didn't realize I'd be kicking it off, Amberly. Thanks. Yeah, that's great. Nice to see everybody. Thanks for the invitation to NRG. I'm really excited to be here. And Amberly, thanks for the invitation, Sean. I wasn't prepared to give a presentation per se. I thought I was giving a testimonial, but I'll share I'll give you some specifics of different things, different ideas that might help you with your current business. We all have different ways of following up, and Send Out Cards is a tool. It's a business tool that allows you to send physical postcards, photo postcards, greeting cards in the mail from an app on your phone or from your computer. I'll just tell you a story. I've got a home in an old mining town up here in the mountains of Arizona. I'm up here right now. I just arrived about an hour ago, and I'm here. Sometimes I'm here a month. Sometimes I'll be here for 3 days. Sometimes I'll be gone for 2 weeks or a month. And I came home one time and somebody had broken into my house and left a beer can on the pool table. The house was locked up, but I couldn't figure out how the beer can got there because I don't drink Budweiser, and it was sitting on my pool table. And then I couldn't really figure out the puzzle, like how they got in. But then a month later, I found something else. A window was open, and then I found a door inside the house was locked with a deadbolt, and just a lot of weird stuff. And we do live in a ghost town up here. But at one point, after about 4 months, we kind of figured out how the person was coming in. We fingerprinted, and we never figured out who it was. But I needed a security alarm system, and I never needed a security alarm system in my life. And over the course of my career, I'd probably met 25 security alarm system people, and I couldn't tell you the name of one of them. So I went online, just like most people do, and I found a security alarm company. And for the past now 10 years, I've been paying $150 a month to have my place secure here. Haven't had a problem since. But if one of those 25 security alarm system people had sent me 1 or 2 personal cards a year that they could have done in literally seconds for just a couple bucks a year, they could have sent me a couple of cards just checking in. I would have called them versus going on the internet, and they would have received thousands and thousands of dollars from me. And I'm just one. I've got a friend named Jason Payne that owns State 48 Roofing. He's one of our customers. And he went out, this was before he was using us. He went out to a job. He's very successful at what he does. He's got a lot of trucks and a lot of guys. And he went out to he got a call from an internet lead, and he went out, and there was some repairs that had been done on this woman's house to her roof. And he asked her, why didn't you call the person that did the repairs a couple of years ago? And she said, I couldn't remember who it was. And that's the reason why he signed up with me. He said, I need to make sure that every single customer receives a card and a box of brownies. Every single prospective customer and every customer receives a card and a box of brownies from me, so they'll remember me when they're ready, when they need me. And again, I'm not going to show the technology right now. I don't know if Amber was expecting me to do that or not, but
No.
yeah, so it's an app that you load on your phone. And when you hit the send button, the card is printed for you. You don't touch the card. It's printed for you by our company. It's put in an envelope, it's stamped, and it's sent. We're the largest customer of the US Post Office. First class, we buy more first class postage than any other company in the United States. And it's just there's 3 reasons or 4 reasons why people use us. Number 1 is you're going to get more referrals. And we got many stories to back that up. Number 2, you're going to get more repeat business. Number 3, you're going to activate the law of attraction. If you believe in that, it's just energy. If you send out positive energy, energy tends to come back. Good energy, right? NRG, good energy comes back to you. You activate the law of attraction. We call it the law of reciprocity. You've probably heard that before. When you do nice things for people, they tend to want to do nice things back, and they remember you. And so I use our system. I send out anywhere between, and Amberly and Sean as well, I send out anywhere between 3 and 10 cards a day. I do it from my phone on the run. It takes seconds. In fact, I'll do a lot of these. I don't know if you can see this, but these are photo postcards. I do a lot of photo postcards where I grab photos from my social media or from my phone, and I mail them to people because these are things that people experiences and people that they love. And I mail these to people and they put them on the refrigerator. You can send one of these in 45 seconds from your phone. So I could talk for a long time. I know there's a lot of other people that want to talk, so I'll stop there and I'll turn it back over to you, Mike.
Awesome. All right, Amberly, you have any order, or you want to have Sean go next? Would that be good?
Sure. That sounds
All right. Yeah, since first time I met Jordan, I met him with Sean. So Sean, if you want to share kind of your testimonial, and I know also mention how long you've been involved with send out cards, because it's obviously, I think it's even more impactful with COVID and everything going on. So I'll turn it over to you, Sean. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Amberly. I appreciate you having us on. This December will be the start of my 17th year with Send Out Cards. I was in a networking group, sorry, not NRG. And I was doing mortgages, and I knew that I needed to stay top of mind with the clients that I did mortgages for, because typically, on average, someone does not need their mortgage person for 3 to 5 years after they buy their house or refinance. So, that's when email newsletters were big, and I didn't really want to do that. So I was attending my BNI group, my other networking group, and somebody came and said, send out cards, you get what you send out, and passed around some samples. And I looked at them, I thought, well, those are cool, nice quality. But I do thank you cards. And hearing them week in and week out, I did a reality check and said, all right, I don't do my thank you cards consistently, and you probably can't read my handwriting halfway through the first card. So we did a one-to-one. He came to my office. He walked me through. This is how old it was. There were no apps when I started. There were no smartphones when I started. So he walked me through sending a card on the website. I hit send and thought, wow, that was pretty easy. And he goes, yep, that'll be printed stuff, stamped, and at the post office tomorrow, as Jordan said. And I'm like, cool. Yeah, I think I want to do this. So signed up. It was December. And then I did absolutely nothing with it. I didn't do a Christmas card. My wife's birthday's in January. I didn't send out cards for that card. And March rolled around, and I just thought to myself, before I'm one of those guys that say, well, this didn't work, and I didn't send any card, I decided to send a card to my clients. And I picked a card that had grass at the bottom of the front of the card. You open it up, it said happy spring. And I just wrote, I hope you survive winter, have a great spring, have a great summer. If you need me for anything, let me know. And I think I put a smart ass comment in there like, if your grass isn't green like on the front of the card, I suggest Scott's Lawn Care. Name and phone number. Hit send, and that card went out to about 350 people. And about 5 days later, my phone started ringing, and I got 8 mortgage deals out of that card. Closed, not just applications. So that was an immediate aha that I think I found what I'm going to use to stay top of mind with my clients. So that year, I just did a card about every month, month and a half. Every time I did, I got deals. And Jordan talked about sending out the right energy. When I tried to get business, I didn't get a call. You know, you're at this rate, I can lower your rate. What would you do with the money? I used all the sales techniques. But if I said, happy Groundhog Day, happy 4th of July, happy Thanksgiving, where I was just sending out cards to appreciate them, that's when the business came to me. So that's what I did. And that's how I use send out cards in my mortgage business. That's my story, sticking to it. Amberly,
Awesome.
Mike.
Appreciate Sean.
Yes, my pleasure.
All right, I'm gonna go Tom Cavanaugh. He's been using send out cards. Tom is a member of my Northern California's NRG group. I love him. He's amazing. I remember when we met, and then Tom and I got on the phone, and we're on the same page, Tom and I, and all about helping people. Tom, you've had some huge success with send out cards. So I'm gonna have you go ahead and unmute and share your story with everybody. Maybe talk about some of the benefits that you've seen from the cards. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. So yeah, everybody, look, I'm going to echo everything that both Jordan and Sean has mentioned to you, because it is a business tool, but more importantly than a business tool, Send Out Cards does something that almost no other business tool does. Send Out Cards immediately builds the know, the like, and the trust factor with the person who receives it, because they know you took the time to create that card, to get it addressed to them, and to send it to them in the mail. There's nothing that's more impactful for your business to stay top of mind than having the ability to develop know, like, and trust all at the exact same time. The beautiful part that I like about Send Out Cards and the tool that I use is the customizing ability, where I can create my own card. What I do with the people I meet is I find out what their business is, what their website is, and I want to take a picture of their business logo, and then I customize the card for their business, and their business logo is on the front of the card when they receive it. That's the first thing that happens, is they look at it and they go, how did you do this? Well, I just simply took a picture of your logo. And then what I do is on the inside of it, I will have a picture of them from their website, their professional photo, and then I just put in my little message with a copy of my business card at the bottom. I can tell you right now, I've had anything in my business that does more for the know, like, and trust factor and has a greater impact on me getting phone calls back from people saying, I just get your card in the mail. This is awesome. Thank you so much. I want to talk to you about business. I've had 2 people reach out to me because I sent the card after an initial conversation. They say, look, I'm not going to do business with any other business coach. Once I make the decision to get going, you'll be the guy. Then the other person said to me, I want to do business with you. I've got a new product. Can you help me? I like the way you do business. That resulted in almost a $30,000 contract for my business. But what I'm going to tell you is that the small amount of time it takes you to go on somebody's website, get their logo, get their picture, put it on the card and send it out is worth 1,000 times the investment of your time. There's nothing else that I've found that's better as an investment for your business to build the know, like, and trust factor. Amberly, thanks an awful lot for having me.
Thank you, Tom.
That was
pleasure to
great,
have
Tom.
you.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to go. Amberly wants me to go to Michelle. We're kind of working this behind the scenes. So Michelle, you came to me through Amberly. We have a rule when you come to your first NRG meeting, you get 3 referrals. My God, I had to stop the group. They were ready to give you like 20. I do 15 to 20 once you join. But I remember, Michelle, you came in and lit it up in the Massachusetts group. Everybody loved you. And I know Amberly wanted me to have you talk about some of the benefits, and everybody's here either in sales or running their business, and I appreciate everyone being here, and I know Amberly does as well, and the whole Send Out Cards team. Talk about some benefits. Why should people use Send Out Cards? What have you seen for yourself? And I'm gonna turn it over to you, Michelle.
Sure. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be with NRG and so happy to be here to support Amberly. Honestly, Send Out Cards has been a godsend for me personally. I am one of those people who can never remember a birthday, even though I have them on the calendar, and I just can't get to the store. And do you find the right card? And how many stores do you have to go to? It is just a pain, right? So all I have to do is log on to Send Out Cards, create my own card, and off it goes. Someone has an anniversary, someone passes away. Like, I can literally just within a few minutes send a personalized note off. Just 3 minutes before I got on this call, I was sending a birthday card and gift to one of my coworkers whose birthday was in June. Yep, I'm just a little late, telling her what a jerk I am for, forgetting her birthday. But I was so grateful to literally go to one website and get it all done. So Send Out Cards has been a total godsend for me.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Michelle. I think, Amberly, you want me to go next, and then I'm going to turn it over to you. Is there anyone that I've missed?
Hey, Mike, can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Sure.
So Tom made a great point about, and Jordan showed the postcards that he does. And something really clicked with me that kind of a few months ago. We've all heard the phrase, a picture's worth 1,000 words. So when you send a card that you've pulled your client's picture off a social media page and put that on the card, it's their story, it's their words that they're telling themselves, whether that was a picture of when they were on vacation, something one of their children did. I don't care how eloquent you can write, and I didn't listen too well in my advanced English classes in high school and college, but nobody can write the thought of someone else when they look at their picture and they're telling their story about that moment on vacation where something happened. That picture triggers it, and it is on their fridge, and they see that. And then who do they think of every time they look at it? It's you that did it. So that's really the power of those pictures on the postcards and cards. So I just want to add that. Get off my soapbox.
Appreciate it. No, I appreciate it, Sean. And one of the things I remember, Julie, Julie's my virtual assistant. She's now on. So welcome, Julie. One of the things we always talk about, and I know we talk with Amberly, is what are the benefits for the NRG members? What are the benefits for anybody here? Once it goes, I know Amberly's going to have it all over social media. As some of you know me and some of you don't, but I used to sell copiers, furniture, payroll, and restoration, not all at the same time. But in sales, it's very competitive, and we're now using Send Out Cards internally. I've known about it for years, and when Amberly came aboard, it was just a natural thing. So Amberly, Julie, and I are working on that behind the scenes. I know Amberly from the few cards we've just started to send out. We sent brownies to somebody, and they couldn't stop. They were just so excited. And I know we sent something to someone in Canada, and you can't put a price on that. If you're in a competitive thing, I'm looking around, whether it's health share or coaching or whatever, I came out of the copiers and the payroll, and that was competitive. But, I dare to say, why not use it in the sales cycle? So you're in there, you're competing with two other companies. Why do you have to wait to the end of the sale? I agree, send it then. But if you're in a competitive situation and you want to differentiate yourself, and I hear everybody say people buy from people they know, like, and trust. We haven't talked about in a while at NRG, people also buy your product, your company, and you. And when you're selling payroll, it's not sexy. When you're selling a copier, it's not sexy. People need to know that you care. They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. We've heard that. And when you can get a Send Out card to them in the middle of the sales cycle, you may wind up getting the deal. I wrote a couple things down. I think when people have received the cards, and we've just started really doing it, the appreciation factor. It's like, wow, everybody's so busy And, people, they call you back and they go, well, I'm busy. And you guys all know it's politically correct to say, I'm busy. That's why I didn't get back to you. You know what? We've all got the same 24 hours. If Tom Cavanaugh or Amberly or Julie call me, I'm going to get back to them one way or the other, or I'm going to at least shoot them a text. But, this thing about busy, we all prioritize things, but people like to feel recognized. That's why they get involved with running their own business, whether it's a network marketing or however you want to call it these days. People want to feel appreciated. And that's what one of the things the card can do. It comes to your home or your work. How many times you go get the mail? Oh my God, here's another bill. Oh, send out card. I mean, Jordan, it kind of jumps out at you. You see the bills, but then the card kind of, and that's an LOA thing. They show on the secret, all the bills. The guy's thinking about bills, and the bills are coming out from behind his ears. And the send out card, it makes going to the mailbox a little more fun, and it differentiates yourself. But that's what I would say. How are you going to gain more business? Yes, you can join NRG. Yes, you can do one-to-one Zooms with everybody. You can do Tom's amazing coaching. You can do, whatever. But the send out card can be a big, big differentiator. So think about how many other people you're competing with. You want to stand out. You want to be different. You want to be unique. Anita, you always say, I'm the greatest server you've ever seen. It didn't happen in a minute or a day or a second. Raphael, my law of attraction, he's worked with me for 6 years. I'm a little slow. I've got it. But, my thing is being at that highest vibration, love and attitude of gratitude. I think that's one of the reasons Jordan and Sean and Amberly are so successful. They're always, how do you get to that high law? How do you get to that high vibration? So Amberly, we're doing great with time. I'm going to turn it back to you. I know you said you're shy with people, but I think you're doing great in NRG. You've brought I get a lot of messages from people after you've talked to them, and they're like, where did you find Amberly? They think you're from the South because you got Southern hospitality in a northern state. So I think you're amazing, and you stand out with me, and I'm going to turn it over to you. Hopefully that helps some of the folks. What is it about send out cards? Why did we put a whole event together? Because Jolie and I and Amberly feel strongly about, we want to thank our clients. So I'm going to turn it back to you, Amberly. Thank you.
Sounds great. Mike, thank you so much. Before we start, I just want to thank everyone so much for being here and supporting me and my passion and my purpose, because I absolutely love send out cards and I love what we stand for. And I want to read this to you all. The definition of promptings is to encourage or remind someone to do or say something. And that resonates with me so deeply because we all have something to say. And we all want to be reminded so that we can appreciate and we can validate not only each other, but our clients and customers and our business partners. And those things are so important. We all want to be validated. We all want to be understood. We all want to be seen and heard and appreciated. And what better way than to use send out cards to be able to not only appreciate each other, but appreciate our clients and customers and make sure that we put them at the forefront. Because when we lead with love and we give from a place of our hearts, we get that back tenfold. We get that back in referrals. We get that back when we increase our customer base, and those people see who we are inside our hearts. And I want to pull all those gifts that everyone, we don't even know that we even have. And all of a sudden we just start to feel things and we think, you know what, I really can do that. And I really appreciate that customer or that client. And I want them to know that I have their best interest, because the people are not buying the product, they are buying you. And we all want to stand out. We all want to be different, and we all want to make a difference. And we can do that through send out cards. It's a wonderful marketing tool that we can use, that Cody has given us, that we can change lives and change hearts and change businesses and change communities one card at a time. some of the benefits with send out cards is something as simple as a personalized card or thank you, an acknowledgement or praise for helping someone or something that they have provided, congratulations on a graduation, birthday, or anniversary, simply thinking of you, condolences for loss, and all with postage included. You are not going to find anything like this out there. Something where you can go to the website and type in something heartfelt, pull something off of social media, personalize it yourself, and make it intimate for your client or customer and show them how much that they're appreciated. Send Out Cards is an all-inclusive card and gift company that can remove the stress of sending various types of cards for business and personal benefits. The company and its products and services can be beneficial, not only for professional and business purposes, but also for personal day-to-day life. We show in our business how we are using different types of online platforms that we've been using since COVID. We have an all-in-one. You can have everything at your fingertips, and it's so simple and easy. So do yourself a favor and invest in yourself and give yourself the marketing tools to grow and be the best version of yourself. As you can see, many businesses and personal relationships can be nurtured with our service. Over 25,000 cards that you can choose from, and you can also build your own. Personalized, you can actually take a picture for all of our realtor friends or financial advisor friends. You can even take a picture of the homeowners in front of their home and personalize a gift for them. Financial advisors, you can follow up throughout the year. Some of your my coaching friends out here, you want to touch base throughout the year and see what's changed, how people can, how they're evolving and how they're thriving. And you want to make sure that you touch base throughout the year because those things are important. Promptings allows you to share the ability to send a card, bulk mailer, gifts, and puts you at top of mind with your clients and customers. In closing, the world is oversaturated with anything and everything that we have within our lives, choosing a single source idea to meet all of our business and personal needs, all while enhancing the professional relationship building products through send out cards. And I encourage everyone to please ask questions or anything that I can answer regarding send out cards. I'm happy to answer them for you.
We wrapped up early. That was great. It's 30 minutes after the hour. If you guys have questions for Amberly, for Sean, for Jordan, as it applies to your industry or just any general questions, we'd be happy to take those.
So if you take a picture with an iPhone or if you pull a picture off of Facebook, those pictures put on a card are going to look really nice. I don't know if you can see this, but this is a card that I send out a lot. It's got coffee on the front. It's got a $5 or $10 Starbucks card in it. I call this random acts of coffee. It's sitting in my system. I don't have to type it out. I don't have to do anything. It inserts the person's name. I just put their name in, address in, and hit send, and it's sent with this. This is created for me. If you took a stack of our cards that were sent by our affiliates and looked at them, you would say these are really high quality cards. We have professional photographers that use our cards, and the print is. I mean, you can even do it in your own handwriting, but we got about 50 fonts to choose from. Here, let me show you these. These are photos that were taken from. These are photos that were taken from social media. So I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
And then that was on the back of the card. Every one of them is different because they use different fonts. Some of them use printed fonts, but if you look, the quality on these they're amazing, like super high quality. And when you pay $97 a month, you can send out unlimited cards like this, including postage anywhere in the world. for 97 bucks a month. You don't have to take the time. Now, I'm not saying that a handwritten card isn't good, because I did that for years. My mom taught me to do that. The thing is, if you were to put pictures and gift cards and gifts and photographs on the cards that you do, people don't do that because it takes too much time. Sure, if you have a stack of cards on your desk and you're handwriting, then stamping them and putting them in the mail, but most people don't do that. But they will do this if it's on their phone. They can be standing in the line at the bank and send 2 cards out while they're waiting in line, which you would never do if you're handwriting cards.
Yeah.
And so this is more of a modern approach to doing it. It's not that one's better than the other. It's just that there's things that you can do with this. Like, this was sent to me, this is my friend Tom Chenault, lifelong friend. Somebody grabbed that picture off social media and sent it to me. I cherish this card. So, and again, like if I said, how long would it take you to get a Starbucks card, get a card, write a message, put it in an envelope, stamp it, and get it in the mail? How long is it going to take you to do that? I can do that in 2 minutes from my phone. So yeah, that would be my answer to your question. But I challenge you to have Amberly send you a few cards and take a look and see what you think the quality is, because they're high quality.
All right.
I don't
Absolutely.
know what
And
they
Douglas, yeah, absolutely. And Douglas, I just wanted to also say that, you know, I'd be happy to sit down with you. We can go over those things and make sure I get a couple cards out to you so you can see some samples, because you can also put your information on the back of the card.
Yeah.
So that way you don't have to worry about any types of business cards. We have flat cards as well that you can fill out with your information on the back. We have many, many different cards that you can choose from. And like Jordan said, your fonts inside. We have many different fonts that you can choose from. So we'll get together and I'll send out a bunch of cards so that you can see what they look like and get those questions answered for you.
Great, thank you.
You're very welcome. Who else has a question? I think Nadine, you had your hand up.
Hi. Yeah, so my question is, so with a subscription, when you put an address in, will it remember the addresses that you put in? Like, does it create like your own personal like database of people that you want to send cards to?
It does. It's actually your contact list, and it has all of the information in there. You can actually include a birth date and an anniversary date, and all the information will stay in there for you. So it will remind you when those birthdays and those anniversaries come up.
Okay. And do a lot of people use this for like Christmas as well?
Of course. Business, for business, personal, Christmas, any sort of holiday that you could imagine, we use it for all of them.
Okay, thanks. We'll talk more this week. Thank you.
Of course, of course.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course.
Great questions. Can I share a quick story? Do I have time?
Of course, Jordan.
Sure. So there was a guy that was, I didn't know him. I'd never heard of him before. His name's Jason. And he was writing negative stuff about me on the internet, and he doesn't know me. He wasn't saying anything specific, but he was an internet marketer, and he was using, because I get a lot of traffic to my name, he was using my name and others to drive traffic to his site. So he was saying, I don't know who this guy Jordan Adler is, but if I were you, I'd stay far away from him, stuff like that. And I wasn't happy about it. And I went to an attorney and I said, I don't know who this guy is, but is there any way I can get this taken down off the internet? And he said, well, it'll be $250. We'll draft the letter, we'll threaten him, we'll certify it and send it to him, and he'll remove it. And I didn't feel completely comfortable with that. I wanted to sleep on it. The next morning, based on a recommendation from a friend, I decided to, instead of spending $250 on a letter from an attorney, I was just going to spend $10 and send him a $5, less than $10, send him a $5 Starbucks card and a card. And in the card, I introduced myself and said, let me buy you coffee, Jason. I know you're a marketer. We both live in the same marketing world. I'd love to buy you coffee and just kick some ideas around. I ended up mailing him this card with this Starbucks card. And what he did is he photographed it, put it on his website, and removed all the negative reviews and said, Jordan Adler is the smartest marketer I've ever met. And that cost me $10 instead of $250. Then we ended up in communication with each other, and he decided to join our company. And this was years ago. He became our top recruiter for 3 years, put thousands and thousands and thousands of customers into my organization. To this day, I still receive a 4-figure residual check every month as a result of work he did years ago. And that's because I sent him a card instead of a letter from an attorney. That's just one example. There's 100 different ways to use the system. There might be 100.
Great story, Jordan. That's an amazing story.
Excuse me. Okay, Mitch,
Amazing.
you're up.
Can I go next?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I'm slow at manipulating the phone here.
No problem, Mitch.
I appreciate you. So I first of all want to thank you, Amberly, and everybody. You really opened my eyes and awareness to what's possible with these cards during the sales cycle. If the customer signs a contract, after you complete the work, just continual thanking them, thinking about you. I think it's a brilliant idea. I'm going to be executing this immediately. Now, we're also going to be doing a referral program. So how would I keep these cards from the referral program is also to incentivize people that provide referrals. How would I utilize these cards in conjunction with a referral program so it doesn't go over the top?
So can
Sean, go ahead, and then if you don't say what I'm going to say, then I'll say it.
So I would first say, don't mix the message. So if you're sending out appreciation and thank yous, it's a thank you or a happy birthday. I came from the mortgage real estate world, and I cringe when I hear a referral is the best compliment you can give me, and it's on a birthday card or a thank you card. You've now taken that now that card's not about them, it's about you. So don't mix the message.
Okay.
And if you're thanking somebody for a referral, if it's a referral program, if you're thanking somebody for passing you the referral and just thanking them for that, you're probably going to get more referrals from them without really doing anything else than that. That's a couple things.
Great response. And tell me your name. I can't see you. Tell me your name again.
Mitch.
Mitch. Thanks, Mitch. So are you looking for a way to incentivize people for giving you referrals? Is that what you're referring to on your referral program?
Correct. So
okay.
Incentivize, and I already have a pretty good program, but I'm looking to incentivize them for referring.
Yeah.
And incentivizing them for repeat business.
Good.
But I'm not going to mix the message. I get it. Just send cards that says, thank you. We really appreciate you.
Yeah.
And the referral entity, quote unquote, separate. I like that. Well, go ahead.
And so one of the things that I like to do with that is we have things like American Express gift cards. We have $10, $25, $50, $100 American Express gift cards. We've got Starbucks gift cards. We've got Amazon gift cards. So you could actually, send somebody a $25. I have contests sometimes where if they give me a referral, they're entered into a drawing. But again, it's like you could actually say, I'm going to send you a $25 American Express gift card if you refer business to me. There's nothing wrong with that. And or a gift. We got hundreds of gifts to choose from. So it makes it real easy. I actually have some campaigns set up where I don't have to actually create the card from scratch. It's already created and saved, and it's already got the gift card in it. So I just need to drop the card in and hit send because it's already done. And our system will insert the person's name wherever you tell it to. So it looks like it's personalized just to them. So that's another thing you can do is if you're getting a lot of referrals, you could create one card or 2 or 3 or 4 cards. There's no extra charge to do that. You just save it. It's in your campaigns, and then you can send those out with the gift or gift card already attached.
Well, that's mixing the messages, as the other gentleman said not to do.
Well, it's a thank you. You're saying thank you for your referral, and you're giving them a gift as a thank you for the referral. Yeah.
Okay, I got that. So I could say thank you for the business. I could do the referral as a completely separate entity, right? And then once they issue the referral, we could use the card to say, thank you for the referral. Here is a gift card, blah, blah,
Yes.
blah.
Yep.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got that.
Yes. Great question, Mitch. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mitch.